Welcome to Trivia Clips. Think you're a real fan of the Byrds, the pioneers of folk rock and psychedelic sounds? This is your moment to prove it with 20 true or false questions. You've got 5 seconds to answer each one. Let's see how much you really know. Here comes part 1 of this challenge. Let's go. Part 1, questions 1 to 10. 1. The Byrds were originally called the Jet Set. You have 5 seconds. Correct answer. True. Before becoming the Byrds, they used the name the Jet Set. The name change happened after signing with Columbia Records. They added a Y in Byrds to mimic the Beatles. It gave them a more British invasion vibe. The change marked the start of their rise. 2. Bob Dylan was the lead singer of the Byrds. You have 5 seconds. Correct answer. False. Dylan never joined the band, but inspired them deeply. They famously covered Mr. Tambourine Man. Roger McGuinn was the band's real frontman. Dylan's songwriting shaped their early identity, but he was never a member. 3. Turn, Turn, Turn is based on the Bible. You have 5 seconds. Correct answer. True. The lyrics are adapted from Ecclesiastes. Pete Seeger wrote the music in the late 1950s. The Byrds turned it into a massive hit. Its peaceful message struck a nerve in the 60s. It became a symbol of hope. 4. The Byrds never used electric guitars. You have 5 seconds. Correct answer. False. They helped pioneer electric. 5. David Crosby was a founding member. You have 5 seconds. Correct answer. True. Crosby helped form the band in 1964. He added complex harmonies and political commentary. His outspoken nature caused friction later. He was fired in 1967 during recording sessions. He later co-founded Crosby, Stills, and Nash. 6. The Byrds played at Woodstock. You have 5 seconds. Correct answer. False. They were invited but declined the offer. They thought the festival would be a mess. That choice cost them a major spotlight. Many fans still debate that decision. They missed a historic moment. 7. 8 Miles High was banned from radio. You have 5 seconds. Correct answer. True. Its surreal lyrics and sound sparked controversy. Some believed it promoted drug use. Radio stations pulled it from airwaves. The band denied the claims. It's now seen as a psychedelic classic. 8. Clarence White invented the B-bender guitar. You have 5 seconds. Correct answer. True. White co-created the B-bender with Gene Parsons. It mimics the sound of a pedal steel guitar. He used it in his later Byrds performances. It shaped the sound of country rock. White became a legend for it. 9. The Byrds released only one album. You have 5 seconds. Correct answer. False. They released 12 studio albums in total. Their music evolved from folk to country to rock. Albums like Sweetheart of the Rodeo changed genres. Each release had a different flavor. Their discography is rich and varied. 10th. Graham Parsons was in the band briefly. You have 5 seconds. Correct answer. True. Parsons. 11. Hendrix died at the age of 27. You have 5 seconds. Correct answer. True. He passed away in 1970 at 27 years old. That made him part of the 27 Club. Other legends like Janis Joplin and Jim Morrison also died at 27. His death shocked the music world. He left far too soon. 12. He set his guitar on fire during a performance. You have 5 seconds. Correct answer. True. It happened at the Monterey Pop Festival. He doused it in lighter fluid and lit it. It was theatrical and unforgettable, a symbol of rock rebellion. The crowd went wild. 13. Hendrix was best known for his piano skills. You have 5 seconds. Correct answer, false. He was all about the guitar. His innovative playing changed rock forever. He barely used keyboards in his music. Guitar was his voice and weapon. Piano wasn't part of his style. 14. Little Wing is one of his softest and most emotional songs. You have 5 seconds. Correct answer, true Little Wing showed his tender side. It's poetic, dreamy, and beautifully layered, a contrast to his wilder tracks. It's still loved by fans and musicians alike, a true gem of his catalog. 15. He only released 1 studio album in his lifetime. You have 5 seconds. Correct answer, false. He released 3 with The Experience, Are You Experienced, Axis, and Electric Ladyland. Each one pushed boundaries. He was prolific in just a few years. His studio work was groundbreaking. 16. Hendrix's last live performance was in Japan. You have 5 seconds. Correct answer, false. His final show was in Germany in 1970 at the Open Air Love and Peace Festival. It was just days before his death. The crowd didn't know it'd be his last, a haunting farewell. 17. He was posthumously awarded a Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award. You have 5 seconds. Correct answer, true. He got the award in 1992, though he never won during his life. The honor recognized his lasting influence. His music inspired generations, a legacy that never fades. 18. Hendrix's father was against his music career. You have 5 seconds. Correct answer, false. His father, Al Hendrix, supported him. He even helped with early gigs. They had a close but complex bond. Al later managed Hendrix's estate. He believed in Jimmy's talent. 19. Voodoo Child was a minor hit with little impact. You have 5 seconds. Correct answer, false. Voodoo Child, Slight Return, is legendary. It became a Hendrix signature track, known for its explosive riffs and solos. It's still covered by guitarists today, a masterpiece of electric blues rock. 20th Hendrix changed how the world viewed the electric guitar. You have 5 seconds. Correct answer, true. He redefined what a guitar could do. Feedback, distortion, effects, he mastered it all. He broke every rule and made new ones. A true pioneer of sound and soul. The guitar was never the same after Hendrix. How many did you get right? Drop your score in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more legendary rock trivia. See you in the next challenge on Trivia Clips. Welcome to Trivia Clips. Think you know everything about Linkin Park, the band that blended rock, rap, and emotion into global anthems? Let's test your knowledge with 10 true or false questions. You have 5 seconds to answer each one. True or false? Checker 1. Linkin Park's original name was Zero. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. True. Before becoming Linkin Park, the band was called Zero. They recorded early demos under that name in the late 90s. After some lineup changes, they rebranded as Hybrid Theory. Eventually, they chose Linkin Park to sound like Linkin Park. They wanted a domain name that was available online. 2. Chester Bennington was the band's first vocalist. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. False. The original vocalist was Mark Wakefield. He left the band due to lack of success. Chester joined in 1999 and changed everything. His voice became central to their identity. With him, Linkin Park rose to global fame. 3. Hybrid Theory is their best-selling album. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. True released in 2000, it sold over 25 million copies. The album featured hits like In the End and Crawling. It blended nu metal, rap, and raw emotion. Critics were mixed, but fans loved it instantly. It's one of the best-selling debut albums ever. 4. Mike Shinoda only rapped on Linkin Park songs. You have 5 seconds to answer, true or false. Correct answer. False. Mike Shinoda is a multi-talented musician. Besides rapping, he plays guitar and keyboards. He also sings on many tracks, especially later albums. He's a core creative force behind their sound. He even has his own solo projects. 5. Linkin Park collaborated with Jay-Z on a full album. You have 5 seconds to answer, true or false. Correct answer, false. They released a mashup EP called Collision Course. It featured 6 tracks blending both artists' hits. Songs like Numb/Encore became massive successes. It was critically praised and won a Grammy. But it wasn't a full album, just a short project. 6. The band has never changed its lineup. You have 5 seconds to answer, true or false. Correct answer. False. Linkin Park went through early changes before Chester. After his passing, they took a long break. They've yet to announce a permanent new vocalist. Their lineup has evolved across the years. Each member brought something unique to the band. 7. Numb is one of their most streamed songs. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. True. Numb has racked up hundreds of millions of streams. Its emotional lyrics and piano intro are iconic. The music video was also massively popular. It became a defining song for early 2000s rock. Fans still connect deeply with its message. 8. Linkin Park won a Grammy for Crawling. You have 5 seconds to answer, true or false. Correct answer. True. Crawling won Best Hard Rock Performance in 2002. It beat big names like AC/DC and Tool. The song tackled themes of insecurity and struggle. Chester said it was personal and hard to perform. The Grammy helped cement their credibility early on. 9. Their album, 1,000 Suns, was loved by all fans. You have 5 seconds to answer, true or false. Correct answer, false. The album marked a major stylistic shift. It featured more electronic and political themes. Many fans were divided about the new direction. However, critics praised its artistic ambition. It showed the band's willingness to evolve. 10. Chester Bennington also sang for Stone Temple Pilots. You have 5 seconds to answer, true or false. Correct answer, true. Chester joined Stone Temple Pilots briefly in 2013. He recorded an EP and performed live with them. Though short-lived, it showed his vocal range. He balanced both bands for a while. His passion for music knew no limits. End of part 1. How many did you get right? Drop your score in the comments and don't miss part 2. To Trivia Clips and join the Rock Trivia Challenge. Welcome back to Trivia Clips. Ready for 10 more Linkin Park facts that'll test your fan level? You have 5 seconds to answer each one. True or false? 11. The band's final album with Chester was One More Light. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. True. One More Light was released in 2017. It marked a softer, more pop-oriented sound. The title track was an emotional tribute to loss. It gained deeper meaning after Chester's death. The album divided fans but connected emotionally. 12. Linkin Park never toured in South America. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. False. They toured South America multiple times. Their fan base there was massive and passionate. They played in countries like Brazil, Argentina, and Chile. The crowds were known for their energy. The band often praised Latin American fans. 13. Joe Hahn directed most of the band's music videos. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. True. Joe Hahn, the DJ, was also the main video director. He brought a cinematic edge to their visuals. His work includes videos for Numb and Somewhere I Belong. He studied film and applied it to their art. His style became part of their visual identity. 14. In the End almost didn't make the album. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. True. Mike Shinoda initially doubted its fit. He thought it sounded too different from other tracks, but producers convinced the band to keep it. It became one of their biggest hits ever. Now it's considered an essential Linkin Park song. 15. Chester Bennington was childhood friends with Mike Shinoda. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. False. They met through a mutual label connection. Chester auditioned and blew everyone away. Their chemistry developed quickly after that. They weren't childhood friends but became close. Their partnership defined Linkin Park's identity. 16. The band has a documentary titled Minutes to Midnight. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. False. Minutes to Midnight is actually an album title. There isn't a documentary with that name. The album marked another evolution in their sound. It included hits like What I've Done and Bleed It Out, but no official doc shares that title. 17. Linkin Park had a song featured in the Transformers movies. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. True. What I've Done was featured in the first Transformers movie. Their music became closely tied to the franchise. They also contributed to the sequels with other songs. The exposure brought them even more fans. It marked a high point in their mainstream popularity. 18. The band created their own video game. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. True. They released LP Recharge, a Facebook game. It had themes of energy and global awareness. The game aimed to raise environmental consciousness. They also launched other digital projects for fans. They were ahead in mixing tech with music. 19. Chester Bennington acted in several Hollywood films. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. True. He had small roles in movies like Crank and Saw 3D. Though not a major actor, he enjoyed the experience. His scenes were often intense and memorable. It was a fun side project beyond music. Fans loved seeing him on screen. 20. Linkin Park announced a full comeback tour in 2024. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. False. As of now, there's no official full comeback tour. The band is still breathing and exploring the future. There's interest, but nothing confirmed yet. They've released remastered albums and tributes. Fans remain hopeful, but it's uncertain. End of part 2. Tally your score and let us know in the comments. Subscribe to Trivia Clips for more quizzes and epic rock challenges. Stay tuned. More bands coming up next.